Sonia and Sandra of the Horror Flick Chicks for another episode of Twins Talk Tubi, where we review a bunch of Tubi movies. And this month, all the movies are all about the great Bela Lugosi. And this week's movie that we're going to review is called Bela Lugosi Meets a Brooklyn Gorilla. This came out in 1952, and the movie the plot goes like this. It's a frenzied scientist conducting experiments in evolution on a remote tropical island finds the perfect lab rats when two jokers parachute into his jungle lair. Okay, so as always, we're going to start this off by giving our first time reaction to this movie. So we're going to do that right now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you watched our review from last week, so my Sonia said that we love all these like old black and white movies, all the horror movies and the comedies and things like that we've always had since we were a kid. And so this month is going to be good to watch all these movies because it's stuff that we've really been into, and movies that we haven't seen. So this one is basically, so they had, first of all, Bela Lugosi is hardly in this movie.
Yeah.
Like it's very like scattered around in this movie. It's really all about these two guys, named, what was his name, Sammy and Duke.
Okay.
And I've never heard of them before, but apparently they were I guess a semi-popular like comedy and singing duo
Yeah.
back in this time, I guess 40s, 50s, whatever. Just think, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, because they were like carbon
It was
copies of
like
them.
the bootleg Steve.
Yeah, it was like carbon
Like
copies of them. Like actually the guy Sammy, who was like the Jerry Lewis, is actually really good. Like he sounds just like him and did the expressions and the facial expressions and everything like that.
Yeah.
And they had, so this was it's marked as a horror comedy, and it was because there was a lot of comedy in the movie. They also had some songs, like thinking like Dean Martin-ish stuff.
Yeah.
They had, there was moments, and he had a love interest, and then he would sing songs and things like that. So, but it was, I mean, the story was okay. These two guys, they fell out of a plane. Uh, they
Yeah.
were on the plane, and something happened, and they opened the wrong door, and they fell out of a plane. And because there was one line that they said, lucky that we had our parachutes on. And
Yeah. Like, what?
yeah, and they fell on this island, and the natives found them and brought them to like the chief, and told them everything what happened to them. And of course the chief has this beautiful daughter that Duke falls for, and she falls for him. And so Bela Lugosi's character is a scientist that lives on an island,
In the
and
big mansion.
in this big mansion on this island, right? And so she says, I'll take you to him, so maybe he can help you to get home. um and
Yeah.
then they show him that he's doing all the kinds of these all these kinds of experiments, like regarding evolution and things like that. So but then he starts getting jealous because he has a thing for the chief's daughter, but then Duke is there, and he can tell that they have something going on. So he's getting angry, and I guess wants like revenge and stuff. So, and then some hijinks ensue
Yeah.
throughout, like in between.
Yeah.
But basically towards the end, Duke gets like kidnapped or something and put him in the cage, and he gets turned into a gorilla. I guess that's why they say Brooklyn Gorilla, because these two are from New York, so
Yeah.
he's a Brooklyn Gorilla. Whatever. But so they try to help him and get him to not be a gorilla anymore, and this movie was wacky all around. And then
It was predictable. A lot of
yeah,
movies.
a lot of it was very predictable. And
Yeah.
then at the end, it turned out that it was all just a dream, and all the characters that were in like the jungle and stuff were people that worked at like the nightclub where Sammy and Duke worked at, and they would show them.
Yeah.
They had these moments.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that.
No, I didn't expect that. I didn't know. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen at the end.
Yeah, I didn't
Like
know
they still
either.
have to get off the island. Like they haven't really talked about how they're gonna get off this island, who's gonna rescue them. I figured somebody randomly would, like a plane or something would stop by and they would take them or something, but they
Well, they
didn't
had
really.
that guy. They had that guy. I forgot his name. That was friends with the doctor and stuff, and he was the guy that would come to from the island to
Yeah,
resolve. So I think they were counting on this guy. That's what Duke was going looking for to talk to him about getting off the island. So I thought maybe at one point that guy would take them or something, but it didn't
yeah,
matter.
but then they didn't really show him again.
He
So
didn't show up again.
um so actually I thought it was pretty cool at the end when they woke up and it was a dream, and then all those characters were in the nightclub. They were like
Yeah,
servers and they were like their assistants, and the actual chief's daughter was Duke's girlfriend
yeah,
there and stuff. So, it had its funny moments here
yeah,
and there. But overall, it was just, it's not bad. Um, I would say still watch it because it's still,
yeah.
it's
I agree.
still it's still Bela Lugosi. And if you love him like we do, it's cool to watch all these movies, whether they're like good or not so good. To see him in different roles, and yeah, it was all right. So check it out. It was I think it was a little more than an hour. This movie, it wasn't that
Yeah,
long.
sure.
Yeah,
Make up your own mind. That's what we say.
yeah. Make up your own mind, but it was all right. It was nothing. Probably won't watch it again, but
Right.
it was all right. It was a cool first time watch.
Yeah. Agree. Agree.
So, all right. I guess that's it for this one. We'll be back next week with another review. As always, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can watch all our Twins Talk Tubi episodes. We are the Horror Flick Chicks on YouTube. And we also have a podcast which is on our YouTube channel as well as various streaming platforms, audio platforms. And you can also follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Threads. And Horror Flick Chicks. I mentioned that before. I'm just
Yeah.
putting it out there again.
You can keep saying.
But yeah, we'll be back next week and hope you guys are here with us too. And we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.